Welcome everyone to Zadeblade's Escapades. This is Zadeblade and I'm going to be showcasing the second version of my mod, which is Better Minecraft Mod, and it's on version 0.3. And this update has what we call, or what I like to call, temples, Rune temples. These will spawn throughout your Minecraft world. There should only be one per biome, but from what I see, sometimes, depending on how big the biome is, you may have one or two. If the biome's a really big biome, because it goes by each time a biome is generated. So you may have two generated next to each other, so you may get two of the same. This will probably be your most common one. It's the Fire Temple of Rune Fire. You'll have a Rune Temple Stone, an altar stone right here, and this is the Fire Altar Stone. And this only gets generated in the desert biome, so you won't find this anywhere else. So if you're looking for a fire rune temple, this is the only place where you will find it. Now, you will also notice that we will have new types of blocks, new types of ore. This here is called rune ore, and what you do is you take a pick, it doesn't matter what pick you use, they're all effective, and it drops these little guys. These are runes. They're blank runes. Each one can drop up to up to 10 runes. So, yeah, you'll get a whole bunch of these. Now, these are important in creating tomes, which we'll talk about in a minute. The only thing is, rune ore will only generate between 90 and 180. So you'll have it on level 90 to 180. So, sorry, level 80 and up. That means that they'll only really generate in a mountain biome of any type, really, and it has to be within stone. So you'll find them within stone on a mountain biome of some sort. It could be in the jungle, it could be in the desert, but as long as the elevation is 80 or higher, you can find some of this stuff. It is quite rare, that's why they do drop a lot. I mean, I've got 64 from those 6 blocks, and they'll generate up to 10. Let me make it day. And they'll generate up to 10. So now that I have these runes, what do I do with them? Well, you find a rune temple. This one I gotta be careful. Jump. And you just take one of these and you right click, bam, and it changes the whole stack into fire runes. So it pretty much imbues the essence of fire onto these runes. Also to note, this is the only place in the overworld or surface world where you will find netherrack, so it could also be a bonus if you're trying to, if you don't have enough to go to the nether, don't have enough stuff to go to the nether, you could always just pull from here. Just be careful of the lava. Alright, so I have these runes now. What do I do with them? There's wind rune, water rune, nature rune, and fire rune. And what you do with these, let me pull these down here, you need paper with this as well. What you do is you take your fire runes and you create a box, and one piece of paper, and you get a fire tome, or you can get a nature tome with nature runes. You can get a water tome with water runes, and you can get a wind tome with wind runes, like so. Only takes one paper surrounded by any type of rune you want. Now these are your spells. You cast them simply by throwing them. So I'll throw that one and we'll see what that does. It should create a ring of fire. Yeah, I'm burning down this forest. It'll basically create a 9 square fire. Here is what a nature rune will do. It's called entanglement. It pretty much entangles a mob or anything in a 3x3x3 cube of leaves. The water rune, it was a bit hard because I didn't want to make it so that it made, kind of like ruined your world by putting water everywhere. So what this one does is it encases an enemy in glass pane, which is really handy because especially if you've got a creeper coming, you just chuck this at him, and you can encase him inside this little 3x3 glass encasement. Now these only stack up to 16, just to let you know. Now this is probably the coolest one, and if you could find a wind temple, this is probably the coolest one you can do. It actually casts lightning, but you have to be careful because if you throw it too close to yourself, you will actually get struck by the lightning as well. Yeah, so you can actually cast lightning as well. Another thing to note is that these little tomes, they actually do damage. When they hit a mob, they do magic damage. I think it's 10 magic damage, so you can kill them just by hitting them with the magic itself, but you can throw it at them and cause them to burn, or encase them in leaves and then chuck a fire one at them and burn them alive. So yeah, it can be quite fun. I especially enjoy the wind tome because you just cast lightning everywhere. Let me get a couple of these. Yeah, okay, I've got 5 or 4. And you just sit there and chuck them around. So wherever it lands, it'll cast the lightning. Actually, I'm going to do one more. I'm just going to show you the danger that these impose on yourself, because it is magic, you know, and magic can be dangerous. If you chuck it too close to yourself, yeah, you get struck. So just be careful with that. You can also use this to create charged creepers by chucking one at them. You can also use it to create pigmen by chucking one of them at a pig, because they, in essence, get struck by lightning. So be careful with that as well, because charged creepers make a massive hole. Okay, so that's magic. What's up next? Well, I now have added battle axes to the game. These are really cool. So you have a bone axe, a bronze battle axe, an adamantium battle axe, and a forsaken battle axe. One other thing to note is I changed the name of mithril to adamantium because it suited the color. But watch, I better use a bone one. I don't want to kill it instantly. Watch what this does. It has a 1 in, I think, 3 chance of actually causing the mob to knock back. So it does knockback. And it's a random knockback, so it can be a short knockback or it could be a far knockback. Yeah, see, based upon random numbers. So you can knock them back far, you can knock them back close. Also, the Forsaken Battle Axe does set mobs on fire. It's pretty much a hit kill for everything. It'll kill everything in one hit except for Enderman. Enderman's the only thing it will not kill in one hit. So bear that in mind, because they'll come back and they'll try to hit you. It will set them on fire, and it will knock them back, but it will not kill them instantly. I think that's the only one apart from the Ender Dragon. It's an awesome weapon, by the way, versus the Ender Dragon. It does a lot of damage to him. I think it's 20 hearts of damage or something. Something massive. Right. Moving on. Oh wait, how we create these, sorry. Okay. Let's take all of these. Oh, I think I need another bone. Where's a bone, bone? Bone. Oh, heaps of bone. Alright, so how you create these? Well, you take whatever material you're using. Let's start with bone, which this is cool because you can actually get one of these early on in the game. You make a 5 little U shape on the top, upside down U shape, and you take 2 sticks, and that'll get you a bone battle axe. Same thing with bronze, which is the next stage up, and 2 sticks, and you get a bronze battle axe. Adamantium. Oops. There we go. You got an adamantium battle axe. And then Forsaken ore is slightly different, okay? It's going to be in a different arrangement based on the shape of it, so just remember that it's actually a different arrangement. You have 3 down the side, 3 on the top, so a total of 5 Forsaken ore, same amount, and 2 sticks will get you a Forsaken battle axe. And remember, Forsaken ore can only be found in the Nether, so just remember that next time you're looking for Forsaken ore. It's in the Nether. Watch my first video on this mod. Also, if you can create a better video, by all means do so, because I tend to run long on these things. Thanks to my texturer. I have a new texturer on the team. He has changed the textures of the pie dishes and the pies. They look much better. They look magnificent. So here's your pie dish. your apple pie, your pumpkin pie, your golden pie. Here's your uncooked pies and your unfired pie dish. And here are the new ring looks. You have the bronze-filled, gold-filled. There are gold rings. They don't have a purpose yet. I plan on making them enchanted so you can wear the ring on your finger. But I'm not there yet, so that's to come in further updates. Here's an unfired ring mold and a fired ring mold. So thank you so much for those textures. They're awesome textures. Also, something else I added. I like to be practical, and it's so hard to find cocoa beans. You can't grow them. So what I've done is on the adamantium hoe, if you sit here and do a row of 20, it should be about 20. Come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's a 1 in 20 chance of actually getting cocoa beans from hoeing or tilling the ground. Let me just go up here real quick. Sorry, I thought I laid down enough, but I guess I didn't. Let's go up here real quick and try it out. Come on, where are you? Oh, there we go. There we go. See, it's a 1 in 20 chance. So 1 in 20 chance of getting cocoa beans. So that makes it a lot easier to get cocoa beans than randomly finding them in chests, which can be a pain, especially if you're trying to make brown dye. So, yeah, it's a 1 in 20 chance every time you hit one of these things. Sometimes you'll get a lot, sometimes you won't get any. Also, there's a change in the boots of speed and the helm of flight. The main change... Oh, stink. I forgot to get gold. Okay, the main change is instead of using sugar and I think it's feathers. Yeah, instead of using sugar and feathers, you actually use wind tomes. And oh, that's right. I forgot to block a diamond. There we go. So it's 3 adamantium ingots, a gold ingot, a block of diamond, and 3 wind tomes to get a helm of flight. And to get the boots of speed, you need to place them like this, and there you'll get the boots of speed. So you have to use the wind tome now as opposed to using sugar. So it is harder to make, but you want to trust me, it is totally worth making, because once you stick these puppies on, you run twice the speed. This is your running, and you jump twice as far as well. So you can go pretty quick and pretty far. Also, you can fly, which means if you have the helm of flight on, you get no fall damage. See that? No fall damage. So it's a good helmet to wear if you're like in the caves or if you're high up. Ooh, I landed on a cactus. So yeah, if you're up high and you're afraid of falling and killing yourself, you know, those hairy situations, wear the helm of flight and you fall, nothing happens. So, and I think that is all for this mod. What I'll do now is I'll cut out here, but I'll go around and I'll fly around and I'll show you each one of the different temples and where they kind of spawn. So here's the fire one, which spawns in the desert, and I'll be back and I'll show you the rest in a moment. Alright, here is the next temple we're going to be looking at. This one is really hard to find in the jungle biome because it's basically made up of trees and mossy cobble. The one clear way to find it is by the blocks of gold, so yep, you can harvest these blocks of gold. One thing also to note is that these altar blocks cannot be broken unless you're in creative mode. Alright, so try as you may, you will not break these. You can break everything else here. You could take the wood, you could take the leaves, but you won't be able to do anything else with it besides making your runes. Where are my runes? Your blank runes into, bam, nature runes. So it's the only way you're going to be able to do it. So here is number 2. So here's the next temple, the water temple, and same thing as the other one, you smack the runes against the water altar stone and you will get water runes. Alright, on to the next one. And last but not least, here is our Whoa! Let me fly back up here. I'm not in creative, by the way. I am wearing the helm of flight and the boots of speed. But here is our final one. This is our wind temple, and you smack your little things against here, and you'll get wind runes, which will help you create these boots of flight. Sorry, helm of flight and boots of speed. All right, I think that's everything. I did give you a hint about what's coming up in the next one. I am planning on doing thatch as well, more as a decorative block than anything else. So keep tuned in, and hopefully I will see you soon and shortly, and not in a long time, with my new version 0.4 mod. All right, see you guys later, and don't forget to rate, comment, and like. All right, have a good day.